All right, we're just about to go on our maiden voyage with the pop-up camper. I have it all hooked up. I think it looks really good with the colors, red and black, red and black. Got the Wild West Jeep logo on the front. Got it all hooked up. It looks like that 7 1/4 inch drop worked about right. I think it looks pretty good. Way better than when I brought it home. And we have Battleborn off-roaders on the back. And the little camping logo there. And we might get some thunderstorms and possible showers tonight, so we'll see how it works. We're not going that far. We're going about 15 miles from home. That's it. But anyways, here we go. All right, we are here at Davis Creek. We have the camper set up, and I'm glad it's a pull-through spot, so I didn't have to do any backing up because that would have went real bad. We just had some, I don't know, late lunch, early dinner. Oops! Inside the camper. We don't have the bedding set up yet, but that is one side. Got our water. That is the other side. Little table, what's left over of our meal. And now we're going outside to sit at the campground and have a little wine. But it's very pretty here. This is Davis Creek Campground in Washoe Valley, Nevada. There's my Jeep. And the campground, the bathrooms are not too far away, so I don't even know if we'll set up our little potty tent or not. Here is the bear box. There's a campfire pit, but I don't think we're going to be using that. It's very hot today, but there is a nice amount of shade here. There are about 500 squirrels. So many of them. They just keep running around and playing. They want to know where the chicken feed is. I asked Buzz, how come these squirrels look so skinny? He said that's because they're not even eating 20 pounds of chicken feed. Here's that one. Well, we are at the Hampton Inn in Carson City, spending the rest of our camping night because there was a bear right outside our door, and I couldn't sleep. That's the end of it. I'm done. Well, we're back at the campsite after our eventful night of the bear. It's kind of hard to tell, but we can see where he walked. And he walked around, and there's a bunch of stuff there where he tried to get into the bear box, but they work. But you can see how close he was to our camper. So we're back here this morning having our morning pour over coffee, and then we will pack up and go. And I'm going to promptly put my little baby here on the market. I've decided if I'm going to camp, I want a hard-shelled camper. I'm not doing a tent ever again. I guess I'm not quite that adventurous. I just don't want to be in bear country in a tent. So there we go. All right, we are back home after our camping excursion, complete with a bear. And after much thinking, I have decided tent camping, even if it's a pop-up camper tent, is not for me. So we are going to put this on the market. So I got it pretty much cleaned up. I came through this morning, set it all up, vacuumed, got everything wiped down. Things get very dirty even in one camping trip. So I cleaned out the cabinets, stuff that, you know, some things I will leave with the camper and some things I didn't want to leave with the camper. Look at there's a goat. And another one. So we are going to sell this. So if you're in Reno, Nevada, and you're interested in a lovely, beautiful pop-up camper, let me know. I haven't decided on a price yet. And, but yeah, that's it. I loved the outdoors. I loved being outside. And if it hadn't been for the bear, I probably wouldn't feel this way, although we're not, you know, it's not something we're going to do even monthly at this point in our lives. So while I could keep this as a she shed and just hang out in it because I do like it, I love the work I did on it. I will never regret the time and hours and blood, sweat, and tears we put into it to get it what it is today. But I really don't want it just sitting here not being used. So, except as a she shed. So we will sell it and let somebody else enjoy the fruits of my labor. Hopefully they have a red vehicle. And I am going to get some of that black paint because it just really doesn't stick to the vinyl as well as I would have liked. So I'll just have that around for touch-ups or just leave it. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things. The interior is beautiful and the exterior paint is great and it doesn't leak. And that's it. That was the adventures of our first camping trip, not too far from home, and we are done with that. It doesn't mean we won't go out there again, even as a day trip, and take a picnic lunch, and because we really enjoyed the area. We thought it was very pretty. At night, though, there was a lot of noise you could hear from the freeway. Maybe in a spot that was further back, it might not have been so bad, but I wasn't sleeping as it was, and then when I heard the clank and the grunt, and then I saw the bear, it's like, that's it for me. And he spent a good 10 minutes or so at the box trying to get into it. And I could just see him there, and it was just like, I was so worried that what did I leave in the camper? I had coffee in the camper, and as it turned out, I had olive oil in the camper. And all I could just think of was him popping his little head up at the screen and deciding to take a swipe at the screen. Probably wouldn't have happened. We probably could have stayed. It would have been fine, but I would have sat up the entire night and not have moved an inch. Anyways, that is our maiden voyage. We're done. And that's it. Thanks for watching.